with Reach, Matthias and Fletcher back in the team for Ati Newey. That is the Wednesday 11 that is playing today against Millwall, and we're up and running, and Millwall are taking the centre, and they've moved it back straight away towards the fullback and sent it long up towards that handful that is Morrison. He's going to be one player that we're going to have to be certainly aware of his strength and power and I suppose old school abilities. As Wednesday win the ball back there with Palmer, and it's knocked on there by Preston, putting it up towards the front, controlled here by Matthias, but Wednesday go backwards. Barry Bannon will get the ball eventually. It was slightly lost for a second. John Pearson's alongside me as ever for the commentary. I've just said, John, it's a brave selection by the manager.
Without a doubt. I'm not sure if Nando is carrying a knock or something. Somebody just mentioned to me downstairs that he might have a problem. So obviously he's on the bench, he's being risked if that is the case. But yeah, it's just, definitely a brave decision from Jos tonight.
Comes out towards Romeo on this right-hand side. Just clips it down the line.
Oh, well done.
Wednesday in quickly. A good tackle by Penny. And now we'll turn inwards and try and make something happen here with Adam Reach sprinting forward in towards the area. Reach puts it into the middle. Decent delivery. It's nodded away as far as Bannon. He tries to get under control. It's hooked up in the air. And Wednesday will try and get it back, but there's Morrison trying to compete for it, but he doesn't get it under control. It's back in the air again. Marco Matthias looking to win the ball. Eventually it's put out of play down this left-hand side in the Millwall half by Penny. Yeah, it is a bit of a challenge for the defenders as the ball goes forward there for Dawson. Dawson getting some distance. He's trying to find Fletcher, as you'd expect, but Wednesday not winning the tackle there with Palmer. It ricocheted and it's allowed them to get into the area here with Gregory, but a sliding tackle prevents them going any further. That was Tom Lees who stood his ground and made sure that Wednesday weren't in a dangerous situation. Now they'll try and counter down the other way. It's with Fletcher. Fletcher passes it through. Nice ball as well in towards Preston. In the area, low cross. It takes a slight touch off the Millwall defender. Could have come to anybody, but it's being kicked into touch in the end, out for a throwing down on the right-hand side. All just thrown in there towards it. Adam Reach.
Him and Fraser.
Fraser trying to show for it. He was busy as well, wasn't he, at Griffin Park when he came on. Ball just goes inside there towards Wallace. Just tries to wriggle away from trouble, but Wednesday win it back. Matthias showing a willingness tonight to get stuck in. Little 1-2's work there. And now Adam Reach managing to find space over on this left-hand side. He's carried it, and he puts the cross in there. Low ball, screwed back towards Bannon. Barry Bannon! The ball came up to him on the edge of the area. It sat up lovely, and he's cracked it in off the underside of the bar. It looks superb. It was superb. Wednesday breaking the deadlock in 15 and a half minutes. Great cutback by Reach. Half cleared by Millwall. Stuck in the back of the net by Bannon. Wednesday 1, Millwall 0.
You'll not see a better goal than that in the next few weeks. He's nearly took the back of the net out of the net. What a strike from Barry Bannon. That just set up beautifully for him, and he absolutely smashed it. Superb goal.
Always look better too, doesn't it, when it comes off the stanchion?
Superb.
No chance for Archer there. Cracked it in lovely. And I think, to be fair, we're 16 minutes into this game. I think Wednesday have been the better of the two sides. It's been a positive start from the Owls. You end up with a goal from it. Here is Preston. He's clobbered it over the top on the hook, and that was a good idea, and it's going to come through to Wednesday eventually. That was just the tenacity and the willingness there from Marco Matthias, steering it back for Barry Bannon. Now Pelopessi, he will shoot, and he nearly scores a goal to top off the one he scored at Millwall last season. You might recall that. He scored one for Wednesday so far, and that was speculative, as was this from, 20, 30 yards out. He's let rip with that, and Archer's struggling all the way. It goes over the top, unfortunately, for us.
Well, whatever you want to say, this opening 20 minutes has been the best we've seen from Wednesday this season.
Don't know what the stats are, but I would say we've had, 65% of the ball?
I think that we would have had the most possession.
Sliding tackle there from Pelopessi, who's on the floor, and
we're in a bit of trouble here. We've got 6 against 3.
He's on the floor, and as you say, they're breaking hard, and it's moved out towards the left-hand side. Crossed it early, but that's a horror cross, really. They'll be disappointed with that. I think it's O'Brien who's got it wrong.
Well, Marco Matthias had got back. It was 6 against 3 at one point. Yeah.
The ball goes forward up towards
Great header again.
Stephen Fletcher, who's back on the pitch and showing there's nothing wrong with him, ready to compete straight away. But Jerry Pelopessi's been caught in possession and they're trying to come through. Never quite being under control there with O'Brien, and Wednesday have stepped in now and taken charge. And
great tackle from Thornley.
Thornley wins the ball, but it's Bannon on the surge. He's come up towards the area, he's thinking about another goal, and it just flicks off somebody's head. It must have been a Millwall player because it goes behind for a corner kick.
He's had a superb half.
I was going to say, he scored the goal.
An absolute blinder and having a really good game as well.
Wallace tucks it back inside. There's a chance now, though. Defender needs to make a last-ditch challenge and we eventually dig it out. And it really was a case of digging out for Jordan Thornley. He passed it on towards Penny. And Wednesday finally released the ball out of play because there's a Millwall player down on the floor. But it was opening up there, wasn't it?
It was. It was great strength from Thornley.
Dawson, you have to try and generate the power yourself. Dawson plays it long, he's looking for Fletcher. Penny wins the header as it comes back his way, and then it's touched on by Preston. Marco Matthias, a sliding tackle on him is a foul. Was caught by Hutchinson, he can have no complaints, he did catch the heels.
There's two in the wall.
Well, Pelopessi's also shaping here. It will be Bannon to
Great
play
ball.
it into the middle. Great ball! And it's headed wide, but it's still in play! And Wednesday turning in!
It's gone out.
It's gone out of play. It was Tom Lees who forced it in. Steve Fletcher recovered it, but it must have just gone out of play. And for a second, we thought Wednesday had a 2-0 advantage just before half-time.
I thought with the first header, that was the best chance. But obviously, there's half-time whistle. That was a massive shame. That would have been superb to have got him 2-0 up.
Well, we'll be about to get started as Bannon knocks the ball back, and it's Tom Lees to launch this one long over towards the left-hand side. Wednesday controlling it well with Marco Matthias. He's wrestling there with their player, and I think he will get a free kick.
He has got a free kick
as well.
Well done, Marco Matthias. Good battling.
The other bit of news as well, which we haven't mentioned tonight, is great news that Lucas Zhao has signed a new deal to stay at Wednesday till 21. Young player that's got better and better, hasn't he, with each season. Free kick then for the Owls. Barry Bannon standing there, so too Pelopessi, and it's Bannon who takes it again. It's a great ball. It might come through for Lees. Tom Lees! Yeah! The goalkeeper Archer tried to make himself nice and big, but it went under his body and into the goal. Barry Bannon put the ball in, as he did at the end of the half, and this time Tom Lees does get his goal. It's the two experienced lads leading by example with the goals tonight. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Millwall 0.
Well, cool finish there from Tom Lees. Good. Fletcher gets up again, wins his header. A great finish from Tom Lees. And still had a lot to do. Jordan Archer spread himself wide. He just lifted it over him. Great finish from Tom Lees. 45 minutes and about 45 seconds as well.
Perfect start.
Come on.
Bunching mainly over towards the left-hand side of the field. No doubt Ati Nui will take over responsibility to try and win these headers from the goalkeeper's clearance. Doesn't win that header. Nodded on, but in quickly Tom Lees, controlled by Preston. Preston back to Barry Bannon, but it's between the two players really, having to react to get back. There was Palmer, and he's used his keeper, and Dawson's gone long, looking for Ati Nui, who does flick that one on. Nice touch there from Rich. Forestieri screws it back, stands on the ball, looking to pick out a pass now, I think. The strike's probably gone away from him. Managing to find Pelopessi, who's into the back of the box, finding Adam Reach. Now a chance for Bannon, stands it up towards Nuio. Can he win the header? It's still in the air. Comes back out for Liam Palmer. Palmer gets tangled up underneath his feet slightly there. And Tom Lees goes back to Jordan Thornley. We're on the halfway line now. From the centre circle, Bannon goes long, headed away.
It was a good header, actually.
They have to turn and make sure they win this one. A bouncing ball, and it's Tom Lees trying to head it back to his keeper. Doesn't find him, and now Gregory slots it across. A chance to pull one back, and that's exactly what they've done. Well, this game and the dynamics of it have changed all of a sudden. Millwall were looking under pressure. Wednesday were pushing hard to try and get a third, and then all of a sudden they've got caught on a counter-attack, and it's game on, isn't it? It's Tunnicliffe who scored it. Long throw goes forward. Again, they win the headers. All of a sudden they're winning things that we were winning 5 minutes ago. It's knocked on. And Gregory inside looking to find Elliott. Manages to get it back, and another long-range shot will go over.
It's a great effort. He set it up nicely onto his knee.
It was Wallace this time, hooking it over the bar.
Jed Wallace, yeah, kneed it and then volleyed it. It was a good effort.
Throws it forward for Newiu. We might see some of that silky skill down by the corner flag that leads to a goal like at the end of last season.
Corner.
He tried to turn inwards and he has got the corner from it.
Well done, Atty. Held it up well.
Thinking about it, he's gone in the box now.
Too late now.
Goes into the middle of the keeper's ball. He likes to punch that, I don't know why. Comes back for Forestieri on the acrobatic overhead kick.
It's a great effort.
Really good. He just hit, I think, a defender on the way.
I think he's gone out for another corner.
He teed it up for himself there, didn't he?
Superb skill from Nando, the overhead kick.
Wednesday take it short, in towards Reach. Cross will not come in there. Forestieri passes it to Bannon, back it goes in. Forestieri looks to cut this one back from the touchline. He went for goal himself. The angle was too tight, really, and it's gone into the side netting. He's got men in the middle to pull it back to there.
Well, I'll have to see that the replay. I mean, from where he shot, it was all, I think he was on the line. I don't know how he would have got that. I don't know if he was aiming for a ricochet off a defender.
In towards Barry Bannon, digs it away. And now Palmer going long, looking for the runner. George Boyd goes with the defender, and they've put them under pressure and squeezed them and forced them to give away a corner. So it's going to be Barry Bannon to fizz this one in. In fact, he goes short for Adam Rich. Back again for Barry Bannon. Goes into the area, sidestepping the defender. Tries to bend it on the stretch. Atty Newiu. He can't turn it home. It was probably a shot from Barry Bannon, to be honest with you, and he's trying to adapt it, and it's a real struggle to do that.
It's a difficult one because he's travelling so fast. I mean, Barry Bannon's done superb to get that space. Maybe he wasn't, I don't know. He's just overstretching for it. Can't get a full contact on it and puts it over.
Millwall trying their hardest to get that equaliser. It's going to deflect into the area. They're going to keep it, are they? No, it's gone behind, hasn't it? It's given a corner. So, from Wednesday, hold firm, in it goes. It's a
good
ball
corner
towards the centre half, and it's hooked back into the middle off the line. Saved by Dawson. It's a scramble, an almighty one, and eventually the keeper jumps on it. Well, I don't know, is that Liam Palmer who gets it off the line? That was off in. That would have been the equaliser.
Yeah. I think it's hit him where you don't want to be hit.
That's called taking one for the team as well.
We've taken it.
It's gone short, back towards Newiu. Newiu trying the fancy footwork. He's trying to get through, and now Forestieri goes. He's in the box. Forestieri looking to make the angle, and so close, or it looks close. Probably wasn't, but we've seen it wasn't close there.
It wasn't close. I've just seen it go out with a level there with the 18-yard.
Yeah, to be fair, it nearly hit us in the middle of the south stand there, but we've seen him score from that position many times before.
Well, he's created a great chance for himself. I mean, Nando scores that 8 times out of 10.
Well, Archer's taken it, and it's gone up towards the edge of our box. The flick on towards Elliott. Will he get a strike away? No, he won't, because of a sliding tackle from Tom Lees. It's still not out of bounds yet. Wednesday needs to make another tackle, and Newiu's given away a foul. Scallop goes down.
There's 5 seconds left.
Scallop's just going to hit this one with force. It goes in there towards the back post. It's nodded away by Newiu. Wednesday, hang on. Newiu gave away that foul at the end, but then he wins the final header, and Sheffield Wednesday get a deserved first win of the season. They'd worked ever so hard, got themselves 2-0 up after goals from Barry Bannon with a rocket in the first half, and then Tom Lees right at the start of the second half.